Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay, so I'm going to just talk about a few things. I'm also going to leak a bit of information about Stonksy as well, because there's something that's going to get talked about and mentioned on Friday, I think, and I know what it is, and I'm going to let you know. So if you want to know about that, please keep watching the video and do like it and subscribe and all that good stuff. Okay, so Bitcoin, well, brilliant. Yesterday, Bitcoin, we saw several new all-time highs, just amazing, really. Obviously, the catalyst there was Trump getting into power, or whatever they call it over there. But yeah, Trump winning against Kamala. I think we all kind of knew that was going to happen. It's just a matter of we didn't know how close it would be. And my fear was that, you know, it would be a kind of like hung type thing. I don't know what they call it in the States, but in the UK it's like a hung parliament, you know, and that wouldn't have been good for the price, but that didn't happen. So it was great. And the price went up to whatever that was. What was that? 76,456. And that was about 9 o'clock last night. Amazing. Consequently, I didn't have an amazing trade on yesterday, because I was flying back from the Canary Islands. So I had a reasonably small trade open on BitGet, and I've since then closed it and reopened it and added it and messed around with it. I'll show you that in a moment. But first of all, what I wanted to show you was the EMAs. That's these ones here. I'll just turn it on and off so you can see what I'm talking about. It's these lines here. Okay, so what we've got here is a red 5 EMA, and there's also a cyan 9 EMA, and there's a yellow 21 EMA and a 55 green EMA. EMA is an exponential moving average. A moving average is an average over whatever that time period is. So for example, here on the 5-minute time frame, if we're looking at a 9 EMA, we're looking at the average over the past 9 candles, so that would be the past 45 minutes. It's really good to look at the 21 and the 55 crossing on almost any time frame, to be honest. But at the moment, I'm looking at it here on the 5-minute, and I was waiting for this morning, and it happened at about 8:25 UK time. That's GMT, also UTC as well. So that happened this morning, and I did actually go long in quite a big way. It was a bit scary because obviously the price sort of, you know, didn't really go up massively after that. But at the moment, I think it's trying to. Now, I am looking at this as on the 7-minute time frame as well, and the 7-minute did actually cross over as well about 30 minutes ago. So I'm keeping a very, very close eye on that as well. Now, obviously, going back to the 5-minute, we can look at the Stonksy indicator. Stonksy is indicated by that Martini guy. And if we look at Stonksy, we can see that on the 5-minute time frame, it's still red, showing that, you know, we're in a downtrend. I'm waiting for this to change. On the 1-hour time frame, which has been very reliable, it's actually been pretty much green since Tuesday. The price from the entry to where we are now is at 9%, which is incredible, isn't it? So Stonksy's green on the 1 hour, but it's not on the 5-minute. Let's just check a few others, like the 30-minute, for example. 30-minute is also showing a bullish signal. That's good. And the 15-minute, no trade. Okay. So the temptation is to try and, you know, guess what it's going to do. And to me, the best way of doing that is to look at the lower time frames, like the 5-minute. So I'm waiting for that to go green. Now, wouldn't it be great if you get an alert when it went green? Well, guess what? You can. If you've already got Stonksy installed, you might be able to just exit your browser, go back in, and it should be there. If it's not, what you need to do is to actually uninstall Stonksy. So literally, you would come to here and just go to the trash can there, the bin, remove it, and then add it again here. Okay, that one there. And what we're now able to do is to set alerts to do exactly what we want to do. So from here, what I'm looking at is from the 5-minute, I want to know exactly when that background goes from red to no color, or goes from red to green. Okay, so let's do that. So you can come over to here to the alert symbol here, click that, create an alert. Now this is specific to the time frame you're on, so this is for the 5 minute time frame. Okay, so I want to change this here price to Stonksy, and I want to go from red to no color, and I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to say something like no trade, and I'm just going to remind myself here 5 minute. Okay, and then in the notifications, what I've found is I like it in the app, the little toast notification, that's just a little square that appears down there, that's fine. I'm not sending emails to myself because there's just too many like that. Webhook URL, we'll talk about that later because I'm just trying something out with that. Play sound, yeah, I like it to play a sound. One good tip though, I think, is to change the sound for different time frames. So for example, this handbell here, that's quite inoffensive, so I think I'll have that for the 5 minute time frame. Okay, and I don't check that as well, send plain text, because that sends like another email if you've got that set up. So that's what I do, and when you go create, that creates this over here. Okay, the other thing you might want to look at as well is the expiry date, because by default the expiration date is 1 month in advance. If you've got a pro plan, you can set that I think up to 2 months in advance, and if you've got one of the premium plans, I think it's like forever. So I'm just going to set that to the end of the year, 31st of December, because that'll do, and save. And then of course the other thing it might do is it might go green, so we want to add that one as well. So we're going to Stonksy, going from red to green. Okay, and you might want to say here something like long 5 minute. Okay, and then once again here I'm going to leave that on handbell, and I've disabled the emails. Okay, so there's 2 alerts set there, and obviously you can set as many as you want on whatever different time frames you want. So that's going to be wonderfully useful. Now, annoyingly, while I was just editing the last part of the video, the price came down, hit my stop loss and closed the trade. It did make 5.21%, so that's okay. You can see the prices here. So I was in at 74760 and out at 74916. Not a brilliant trade, but it's quite a large position, so you know I made a reasonable amount there. Okay, so since that last part of the video, I went off into town. Went to a eye test appointment with my daughter, and while I was sitting there in the waiting room, my phone bleeped to tell me that the Stonksy background had gone green. So this alert here, long 5 minute, triggered here. Now I kind of saw it a bit too late, and I went in at that price there where I've just dropped this horizontal ray, 74954. Okay, now since then the price has actually come down quite a bit actually. Now I'm not a great fan of trading on my phone anyway, but what I should have really done is to take another look at what exact level the background became green, and that's always like where one candle body stops and the next candle body starts. So that would have been this level here at 74892. So that would have been a better price to go for, because I've generally found that with Stonksy, if that's the price it crosses over at, the price generally will come back to there anyway. And indeed it's come back, and it's actually down quite a bit at the moment. So there we are at the moment at 74836. So I need it to go up like another $100 or so. But let's wait a bit and see what happens. Because if you look in the past at, say, the 5 minute green backgrounds, this one here, you know, this went down quite a bit, went up quite a bit, came down quite a bit. And I suppose at that point you're thinking, oh no, that's terrible. And then it went and did that. So that could happen again. There's no reason why not. Now, interestingly enough, that green background did just disappear. I didn't get a notification, and I just realised why. Is because on this one here, the no trade one, I was going from red to no colour. Now there is an option here to go background colour, change to no colour. So that would also go from green or red to no colour. So I'm going to save that as that now. Okay, so that will notify me. Now what happened just a few minutes ago was the New York Open would have happened because it's just turned 2:30 in the UK. So the price has gone a bit crazy. I was briefly in profit and now I'm not again. So let's give it a few minutes, see what happens next. Okay, well, half an hour later, I'm still not quite in profit. Just looking at this actual Stonksy one here. So let's look. That price we would have entered there if we'd have gone in exactly as the candle bodies changed. That would have gone to there and we'd have come out here. So it would have actually been a 0.13% loss. Not a profitable trade, but that would have been okay. And that would have almost certainly been outweighed by, a long like that one there, or even a short like that one there. So I probably should close my trade, but I do want to try and close it in profit. So as the price is going up and down a little bit, and it is now 3 p.m. UTC, so we should expect some market volatility in the next few hours. So I think I will get an opportunity to get out of this trade in profit. And I must admit, I know the Stonksy team won't like it very much, but I do, at this point, revert back to my exponential moving averages, and I want to see what's going on there. So you see here, this is looking okay because the red 5 EMA is the fastest moving one, and that's moving there up towards the green, which is 55. So if we see that red go above the green, it usually will drag the cyan 9 EMA with it, and then the yellow. And then once we get them in the order red, cyan, yellow, green, we'll know that we're in a uptrend. So at the moment, I'm going to leave my trade, even though Stonksy says no trade at the moment. And I think you should bear this in mind that Stonksy is there to kind of validate your ideas and not just to go crazy with like 100x trades or something silly like that. But we're nearly back in profit. There you go. We're in profit now. Oh, well, actually, the price did shoot up quite nicely. Well, that's good. Let's just see what the 3 minute says. 3 minutes still says no trade. All this while, the 1 hour has still been bullish. Let's have a look at my trade. So it's this one here. That's okay. $289 in profit. 300 now. Great. By the way, if you're wondering what these other trades are here, these are 2 more Bitcoin trades. I can show you them. This one here is a 10x long, and this one's using BGB for the margin. So I'm trading BGB, so when I close the trade, I'll have hopefully more BGB. This one here is actually using XRP as the margin. It's only tiny, but that is what I'm doing there. So that's a way how you can have multiple Bitcoin trades open at the same time. And of course, you could also trade USDT perpetual as well. These are all inverse perpetual, or as BitGet calls it, Coin M. If you've got any questions about this, please do let me know, because I can either make more videos about it or point you in the direction of a video that maybe I've already made. And for example, the one using BGB for the margin, I did make a video about it the other day, and I can link to that in the top corner right now. But yeah, this is looking good. Let's go back to the 3 minute. 3 minutes still says no trade, but here we can see that the yellow has crossed the green now. So these EMAs are in a good order. Red, cyan, yellow, green. I want to see that on the 5 minute as well. I bet we're not quite there yet. And the yellow hasn't quite crossed the green yet, so we're nearly there. But that should see a nice pump when that happens. And there you go, just a few minutes later at just 10 past 3 UTC in the afternoon. We've now got the correct order, well, not correct, but the correct trend in motion order, which is green 55, yellow 21, cyan 9, and the red 5 EMAs. And that's looking beautiful. So I think my trade should be nicely in profit now. Indeed, $501. Brilliant, 15%. I've got some other ones as well. I've got an Ethereum one here that I opened before the elections. It's not very big, unfortunately, but that is now 177% in profit, $241. That's good. Got a Solana one here. This is that thing I was trying to do, I was trying to earn 3% a day, and I kind of forgot about it for a few days, and it's now 57% in profit. So yeah, I'll have to come back to that because obviously that is well on its way to $1 million, which is another video series I'm going to do. It's all good. It's all great. It's all brilliant. Any questions, please do let me know, like I said, and I will try to clarify things or make more videos or whatever you wish. There is a Blofin competition starting in 4 days as well. If you want to join that, I'm going to leave the link for it in the description down below. Alternatively, you can just go to savewithcrypto.org/Blofin and it will go straight to this page, and you can join up with Blofin, and we can try and win $1 million between our team. How does that sound? If you like the sound of that, please give the video a like, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you've got the notifications set and all, leave a nice comment, and above all, tell your friends.